Shining Polaris, and this will be another video of AEW Dynamite that just happened. So it's going to be also combined with a little bit of my experience because I was actually there. Like I said, big wrestling month for me. Last week I went to Milwaukee, Dynamite, and Rampage, and this week, every single day, I have somewhere to go. So yesterday's Dynamite. Today is the charity game, a meet and greet. Tomorrow's Fan Fest and Rampage. Saturday's Fan Fest. Sunday is All Out. So it's going to be crazy. So this Dynamite, I did not get the usual, like, around the ringside seats, which I like. But I went and first time sitting really close to the ramp. So that was cool. Actually, I really enjoyed that. But with my tickets, I actually got VIP, which I've never experienced before. So just to show you some of the stuff they got. So they give you a special little ticket right here. So it looks like this, really cool. Something nice to frame if you like. And then the badge, I'm like a sucker for badges because, you know, I'm a big convention goer. So this will be added to my lanyard badge collection. So yeah, you get a little badge there too. You get a bracelet that has your drink and meal ticket on there. And then they give you a poster. So I don't, yeah, this is kind of old school poster. I don't know if the posters vary at different shows. This is just kind of a generic one. But yeah, that's cool. And this one kind of got stepped on because, I mean, I couldn't carry it. So it was with me in my seat. So yes, I got rampside this time. So my shots are a little bit different than I usually get, but it was a lot of fun. So first match of the day, I was trying to think what could have been the main event, and I thought maybe it would be this one, but then of course, you know, it's not. So actually it was the first match, FTR versus Strong and Powerful Santana Ortiz. Really good match to start. I mean, this is I had a lot of clips of this, and it was just as good as you expect it to be. So my prediction originally for this was that FTR was going to win again, and I know they already won their like first match with Santana Ortiz, but like I really expect, now of course there's still time, but I really expect them to lose, so they would, in my opinion, going to win the titles at Grand Slam. I was about to say Grand Slam is still happening. It's just a lot of rules now to enter that show, but that's another story. But yeah, no, Santana Ortiz, they won this, and which is well deserved. It was talk about some people ask me questions, who has the loudest pops. I mean, this was pretty big for Santana Ortiz. So yeah, they had a lot of cheers. Like I said, I taped a lot of clips of this, so this was a really good first match. Hard hitting as usual, and I was kind of afraid that someone was going to get hurt, since, as you know, their last match did not end too well. So, but if you I follow FTR, and if you've been looking at their tweets, they've been teasing like a lot that they're going to retire. So in my opinion, they are not. Okay, I would like them to win the titles one more time before they actually do that. But you know, all their tweets are so sad. So it's, you know, still kind of wondering, are they really going to retire? Because, you know, injuries suck. So, all right, the next one is, of course, the one that a lot of people are looking forward to. This is CM Punk's segment, and I expect this to just be like the other segments where he just comes out and talks, but it did not end that way. So that was very cool. There was a couple of tweets that saying that the Chicago crowd was quiet. I don't know why some of y'all want to argue me with this. I was there, or maybe I was in a good section. I don't know. I thought we cheered very loud. I know I did. So, but they were saying that this CM Punk segment, the crowd was not as loud. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, in my opinion, it was not. But why are we arguing about that? It's fine, whatever. We cheer. I guess, see, I'm looking at my little take on that. I think because we are so spoiled. It's kind of like when AEW has a B-class episode, everybody complains like, oh my God, this is so terrible. Like, really? Like, you think we can have pay-per-view bangers every single week? So I think this is kind of the same thing about this is we're still cheering for CM Punk, okay? But you're never going to get it as high as the United Center. So everyone needs to stop expecting that. But otherwise, in my opinion, we were still singing and we're still yelling as loud as we can. So CM Punk comes out, and he's doing his usual promo for the pay-per-view, of course. Um, I really, really like that 2.0 and Danny Garcia came out and attacked him right away, because when I saw that, I was like, oh, good, we get to see CM Punk in some sort of action instead of just, talking. And Darby Allin and Sting came out to help out Punk, and then I got a clip of it, and I really like it. Yeah, you get to see CM Punk hit his go to sleep finisher onto one of the 2.0 guys. So that was very, very cool. So, again, a little bit of preview of what we may see at the pay-per-view. I will say that, and I've seen some people say this online too, and I was actually thinking about this, that you have 2.0, able to go and attack CM Punk, while, I mean, think about this. When they were in WWE, they didn't do anything. So this was pretty cool, I think, that to go from WWE a month later, land in AEW, and now, they're in matches involving, Jon Moxley, Sting, Eddie, Darby, and now they're able to, attack CM Punk. That's good for them, man. What an upgrade. I mean, and I don't know much about 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, but what I've seen, I like them. So that's cool. They're giving them a little push like that. All right. The next match was Jack Evans versus Orange Cassidy, and I've said in my videos before, this was when you had Best Friends versus Miro in that feud. I feel like this is exactly going in that same direction. I can't be the only one that's like kind of bored of this Orange Cassidy versus HFO stuff. So I know this is just to keep Orange, fresh on the scene and keep him in action, because obviously he's one of the most popular wrestlers. But it's like, I don't even know how this feud started. Like, what? Like, I thought HFO was like, weren't they against Christian and Jungle Boy? I don't know. And then all of a sudden they're against the Best Friends. So, yeah, the match was all right. Like I said, I wasn't totally into it, even though my boy Orange is there, and I like TH2 too. So, but it just didn't get to me this time. From what I saw online, I think this match ended during a commercial break, even though I know it was in picture-in-picture. But I did not know that, and that's very it's very strange that they did it that way. But I think they did it on purpose so that people will like take the picture-in-picture more seriously. So Orange Cassidy defeated Jack Evans with a roll-up, and actually I believe 3 or 4 matches in a row that Orange Cassidy had that he has won by a surprise roll-up. So again, I'm not liking where this direction is either, because I really don't like that finish at all, because you see it all the time on WWE. So, and I know it fits better with Orange Cassidy's gimmick, because he does a lot of like the surprise attacks and stuff, but to do it every I really think it was 3 or 4 matches in a row he won that way. So we'll see. But again, I just want to say that I do I like when Matt Hardy comes out. So that's always the highlight. If any of this HFO stuff, Matt Hardy's there, that's that's a plus for me. All right, let's see. The next is Jericho's segment where he had Jim Ross talking to him in the ring. Just want to say that I think it's very cool that last week in Dynamite in Milwaukee, the camera showed me for like a second singing, and then this week I was on the camera again singing Jericho. So I jokingly said that on Rampage. I think Jericho's going to show up there too as commentary if I'm right, and if he comes out with this song, I'm gonna cross my fingers that they pan to me singing my heart out. So yeah, so it's just Jericho and JR talking about his match for All Out, that if Jericho loses, he's going to basically retire and do commentary, which at this point I think we all think that's the direction they're gonna head to. So yeah, that was that segment. I was just I was mostly just thinking about like me singing during this. It's so stupid. But I can't wait. I can't wait for that match too. And also I would thought that MJF was gonna come out, because if you look at the way where I'm sitting, where they positioned the cameras, you could tell someone's gonna jump out by the way the camera's positioned. So they were positioned to like ready for someone to come out, which I thought was MJF, but he didn't. So all right. The next match was again, one of the ones I really like. This was Will Hobbs versus Brian Cage. You know, two big men slapping me, right? Who else? Why would you want to see that? With Hook in Hobbs' corner. Like I said, really good match again, and you know, putting Hobbs more over, because you know you want to see him as, now that Cage is not on Team Taz. You want Hobbs to be the next like really big powerful guy on that stable. So yeah, so at the end of that match, again, I was sitting at ringside, so you could see Ricky Starks was like crouching in the corner, and I think I got that on video. And then he runs up, right, and then he helps Hobbs win. What was really cool is that, so afterwards, when it was Starks, Hobbs, and Hook, they were all getting up the ramp to leave. They did like a boy band pose, which I took the best picture of. Like, I was so happy I got that. It like turned out so clear too. And then right after that, like a second after, friggin' QT Marshall and the Factory came out, and so yeah, so they came out, and I'm just gonna say this because I posted online of me booing QT Marshall. You know, hands off to QT Marshall. I have never disliked a wrestler so much, so much. And like I cheer more than I boo, and I have never gotten like the booing passion out of me as much as QT Marshall does. So I had video of myself just booing him on. It's hilarious. So yeah, so he comes out, and then you know, he calls out Paul White. So then Paul White gets out of the ring, and they have their little scuffle there. You know, you have QT Marshall's factory students attack Paul White, but he easily defends them off, and then all of a sudden you see like the Gun Club comes in, and they're in the ring on the side of Paul White, and you're like, okay, yeah, so you got you know, the Nightmare Family team. Obviously they're against the Factory, so they're gonna team up with Paul White, because you know they don't like QT and his Factory. And then as I was booing QT Marshall in my video, yeah, the Gun Club attacks Paul White, and that was an unexpected swerve. So, and they're like a really big baby-faced trio too, so that was really unexpected for them to turn and join QT Marshall, which actually I think is a good move, because the Factory, Nightmare Family is such a big faction, and I'm gonna guess we're gonna do some sort of you know, blood and guts type war between the two. So QT Marshall need a few more other big names on his team. I don't know where Ogogo is. Probably stuck in England. Anyway, so that was unexpected, and I think, like I said, I think that's a good for the Gun Club, because they're mostly like a team that you see on Dark, but maybe this will give them more time on Dynamite, which I know, because we all hate the Factory, we don't want them. Again, the Factory would be a good stable if it's less QT Marshall. Okay, if he becomes a manager role and pushes the other guys on his team, I'm all for that, which is I thought was the original plan, but ended up being all QT Marshall. So I don't know. But anywho, Gun Club turning heel. Good. Also, I like to point out, because on Twitter I see people doing this too. Colton Gunn, I think, has the best record in AEW. I think he does. I think he's like 25-0 in his AEW career. So he needs to be at the world title scene very soon. All right. So I'm not sure where this fit, but I'm just gonna say it because I'm there live. I don't really watch the video segments or the video packages, because first of all I'm turned the wrong way, but also you can't really hear it. So, but the one segment that we all did turn into for was Britt Baker segment, and I will say she is so funny. I mean, I follow her on Twitter, of course, and all with this you know, Adam Cole business. She is just milking that in, and it's hilarious. She went to a convention recently, and in her video she's trying to promote her booth and her convention, and you know, she's like saying like, come over and see me, guys, get your photo and autograph from me, and for $100 you can ask me any questions about Adam Cole. Like, I love that. So in this segment here, she was teasing like big time, you know, saying like that she's gonna bring in the hottest free agent right now, and they're gonna sign a very long contract with AEW, and everybody's like, come on, like, it's so obviously he was not gonna show up on Dynamite. That's why I'm wearing all this. Okay, so I could just, show my support. But yeah, she was just teasing about herself. But it was just super funny, and I like that she does that. So yeah, so after that, after the QT Marshall thing, we have the Tay Conti versus Penelope Ford match. Another really good women's match. I'm liking Penelope's new look, and she's wearing the pants now, and then she's obviously teaming with the Bunny. And at the end of this match, Tay Conti beats Penelope Ford, but of course Penelope and Bunny started attacking Tay Conti, and again, seeing the cameras turn to the ramp, I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Yeah, all of a sudden you hear the Dark Order theme comes on, and Anna Jay makes her very long, she comes back after a very long absence, and to help out Tay Conti. And so you got that. So that's really cool. You're going to see Anna Jay in the Battle Royale as well. And Anna, Anna and Tay, obviously they're a tag team. You kind of can see it now. You can kind of see the AEW Women's Tag Team Division is slowly forming. Maybe not quite ready to get to have a belt for that division, but you see the tag team. So I'm excited about that. And then, of course, the last one is your main event, which I took, of course, tons of video of, because it's my boys. This is the Elite versus Lucha Brothers and Jurassic Express. And, I mean, this match was all over the place. It was crazy how everyone looked super good in this. I mean, you literally got the best, all the best tag teams in one ring. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I plan to post a lot of clips on this match because I taped the whole thing. But so surprisingly, just want to say I was for sure that Jurassic Express and Lucha Bros was going to win this, but no, the Elite won it. So that is super sus. Personally, I am not ready for Young Bucks to lose at All Out because I've said this in my video in the past. I plan for them to lose at the Grand Slam against Santana Ortiz. That's my prediction. But now I'm not so sure. But in a side note, I will make a prediction video for All Out. Maybe today too, because where I need to go is later tonight. So maybe I have time for that. So at the end, after oh my god, there was just so much shenanigans after this. I mean, like I don't even know like what to like concentrate on. So Kenny Omega comes out and he's calling out Christian Cage, and then because you got the Elite beating up everybody on the other team, Christian Cage comes out. Now they're beating up on him. They bring down the cage. There was a lot of things going on at the end of this. But of course, this is all to build up and hype up for the pay-per-view. Because besides the CM Punk and Darby Allin match, I think this tag team match is like probably the second most anticipated of the whole card. So it was really, really cool to see all that. I see everybody up close because, I love the Elite. So to see them super close by the ramp was very cool. I posted online, boo to that fan next to me that was screaming at the Elite the whole time. So that was not fun. Whoever that fan was like really, really upset at them. So I know, I understand that you pay and you can do whatever you want at a show, but I think he was screaming and cursing a little bit too much. And then afterwards, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but afterwards, they taped a little bit of Dark again, and then you had your end of the show thank you promo thing from Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Sting. So I have those clips on my Twitter. All right, that's all I'm going to say because it's about 20 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. Just my small take on this. Like I said, I'm going to do a prediction video soon. And so follow me on Twitter because I will post more clips on that. My Twitter, Shining Polaris. And then follow me on TikTok for even more clips. So that it is Shining Polaris AEW. Thank you so much. Obviously, this is not my usual room because my wrestling room, I will have guests this weekend, and they will all be sleeping in that room. So okay. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you very, very soon.